You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
My goodness, folks, I have never seen a person or a player of any sport ever in my life want to rekindle a relationship with slavery so badly as there is with one Colin Kaepernick. As we remember in his Netflix special, Colin Black and White, he called the NFL a bunch of slavers, referred to the combine as a slavery process, and the NFL was a form of slavery. However, it seems like that the former 49ers quarterback that has not played a down in the league since 2016 really wants back in the league. It got really pathetic with the J. Cole letter begging the Jets to allow him to come onto their practice squad. He obviously has no idea how practice squads even work. Sometimes they keep an emergency quarterback on there. Sometimes they keep no quarterbacks on there, and they just have somebody like a wide receiver play the quarterback role. In fact, I think Denver had a guy that did that a couple of years ago, ended up having to play in a game. It was a S show during the pandemic, folks. So, Kaepernick, we know he's not getting back in the NFL. It's a wrap. He had a chance for a tryout. Stephen A. Smith dropped the bombshell the other day when he said he could confirm that if Kaepernick would have showed up to that workout and looked good, he was coming out of that workout with a job because of George Floyd. For crying out loud. Well, we know he moved that workout and it turned into a nightmare. Not to mention, I think he wore a Kunta Kinte shirt during that, if I remember correctly, because it's race, race, race. None of this would have mattered, by the way, if he was a top 10 NFL quarterback. He would have never been out of the league, and he would have been on somebody's team. If you can ball out, they're going to have you on there. They don't care what they do. Greg Hardy, anybody. Let's get to this because it looks like Colin Kaepernick may have a chance to play professional football, and it's not the XFL, USFL, NSFL. That may be the new name, National Spring Football League. That's a terrible name. We know there's a merger there. But with the CFL, and with Trudeau up there pushing his communism, my goodness, Colin Kaepernick, this is a perfect place for you to go play quarterback if you truly want to get back into football. The CFL, any quarterback that believes he could still play should have been trying to improve his craft this entire time. Look, if this was legitimate from Kaepernick, he would have been playing in the XFL, in the USFL, in the CFL without any ridiculous contract demands. You made $20 million from the NFL. You sued them for racism, and then you wanted back in the league. So here we go, folks. This is Fox News. Colin Kaepernick may have a shot at getting another chance in professional football. It just may not be the NFL, despite addressing a letter pleading with the Jets to add them to their practice squad. Kaepernick remained unsigned Thursday. He has not thrown a pass in the NFL since 2016. Regardless, Kaepernick reportedly received some interest from a Canadian Football League team, the BC Lions. And look, folks, CFL ball is real ball. It's real football. So, yeah, Cap, just roll right on up there and see if you can play. I would bet you $50 today that he would fail in that league, most likely. The BC Lions added the quarterback to their negotiation list, TSN reported. In case you guys don't know, that is Canadians' version of ESPN. It's owned by them. Quote, each team in the CFL can claim exclusive CFL rights to up to 45 players by placing them on their negotiation list. Players can be added, removed, or traded from the list at any time, according to CFL.ca. It is unclear whether the former 49ers quarterback will entertain any interest from the CFL. The 35-year-old has been out of the league since his decision to kneel during the national anthem in 2016 that created a firestorm around the league. Since then, he has compared the NFL draft to a slave auction, called for the abolishment of law enforcement, and suggested the NFL has not taken meaningful steps to address social injustices. Dude, they're literally playing the Black National Anthem. I mean, literally, for crying out loud. They have logos at each end of the freaking end zones. They had them on the back of their helmets. I mean, the NFL has become the walking embodiment of wokeness. Even the NBA has course-corrected out of that nonsense. But the NFL has not. Rapper J. Cole shared a letter Kaepernick wrote to Jets general manager Joe Douglas as the team tries to figure out its own quarterback situation in the wake of Aaron Rodgers' injury. Kaepernick wrote that he wishes the best for Zach Wilson and is not writing to take his spot as a starter. Then what is your ambition exactly? Come back in the league, just hang out, make some coin? I mean, you know, all these other places you're not making enough coin, Nike. Although he wrote, he, quote, would love the opportunity to fill that spot. However, he wants to lead the Jets scout team. I mean, this is unbelievable. I just don't believe it's real, okay? Because I've said this before in previous videos. A lot of people don't know. I mean, me being a Niners fan, I watched every snap this guy took, okay? Every one of them. Number one, he got benched for Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert. Anybody. I mean, my God. You got benched for Blaine Gabbert. Kyle Shanahan got hired. John Lynch got hired. John Lynch set up a trade for you to go to the Broncos. The deal was done. Sign, sealed, deliver. The Broncos were going to pay him a little money north of $10 million. We're talking 2017. $10 million, which was a mid-range salary for a middle-of-the-road quarterback in 2017. He believed it was not enough money, and he vetoed the trade to the Broncos. Or Colin Kaepernick would have been the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. In 2017, he would not have been out of the league. It had nothing to do with kneeling. The Broncos thought he was good enough to play, and they had a deal done. He vetoed it, didn't want it, and then we all know the Ravens were going to sign him, and his girlfriend, who I believe has poisoned this guy in a lot of ways. She is literally a Marxist. Went out there and called the Ravens organization, Steve Bisciotti and Ray Lewis, their relationship as a Mr. Candy and the Django Unchained Samuel L. Jackson character. That's her comparison. She put the meme out. And of course the Ravens backed out after she did that. I mean, it's not a great idea to insult the owner and so many in the league and hope to still get a job. You know, and even at that, if the guy could play, he would still be in the league. You know, there comes a point where people weigh the risk reward as an owner. All right? And if he could ball out, if he was a top 10 quarterback, he'd have been playing. And if he believed he could still be playing, he'd have been playing football at any place he could possibly suit up. Arena football, CFL. Yeah, this would have been a viable option in 2017. Sure. You wasn't willing to do that. So, God, biggest hypocrite, biggest grifter. I mean, it's crazy. I called the league a bunch of slavers, and I'm literally writing pathetic, begging letters to get back in. I mean, good God. Tell me what you think, folks. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.